A question I get asked quite a bit is, where do you get your sublimation supplies? Well, I'm going to explain where I get some of them, and right up front I'll tell you this video is sponsored by INNOSUB, which happens to be one of the places that I get a lot of my sublimation supplies. And I'm going to go through just some of them coming up. I'm Roger. Welcome to the loft above the shop. Cold, rainy March day, so up here in the loft. And again, this video is explaining where I get a lot of my sublimation supplies. I don't get everything from INNOSUB, but I get a lot of stuff from them. And I'm going to go over some of the products they have, and some of these were provided to me as little samples, and other ones I buy. I mean, like especially the sublimation paper, I buy lots of this. So there's some other items here that I've purchased, but again, some of them have been supplied, and I want to show you what they are and some of the pros and cons about them. So where do we start? Well, Apron has a polyester base, and you can sublimate any type of design you want on that. It's got a couple nice pockets on the front, so that's one item. I'll kind of get this out of the way. Another item, and I'm going to be doing a video on this shortly, is these little backpacks for kids, for preschoolers or kindergarten, first grade, that type of thing. Nice little backpacks, got a blank on here that you can sublimate to, and I'm going to be dedicating a whole video to how to do this here coming up here soon. So next, and I really like these, I've been using these for quite a while. These are it's a fake burlap look, but it does look just like burlap. And it's a coaster set, and it comes in a little holder. And what's neat about these, so you sublimate to them, you can sublimate something on this side and something else on this side. You can sublimate on both sides of these. So you have 4 coasters, and you can have 8 different graphics. So if, and one of the popular ones that I've done here in the past is I'll put a different type of beer or liquor or something on one side, and then on the other side I'll put something that has like nothing to do with alcohol, or it might say please don't ruin my table, use a coaster, or that type of thing. But these sets are very popular, and we go through quite a few of these. Bottle openers, there's all kinds of different ones here. Everything from the little keychain type bottle opener here to the one that's shaped like a beer bottle. And of course, the little short one here is also available in white. I'm going to tell you why that is. This is stainless, and you can sublimate to it, but there's a difference in where you would want to use a white one as opposed to a stainless steel one. Here's the bottle opener type for the bottle shape, both in stainless steel and white. And here the, whoops, little slippery, same thing. Now I'll show you what the difference is. If you're going to do black, if you're just going to sublimate black, these are ideal. And you could put, you know, it's Bob's Bar and Grill or Susan's Shack or whatever you want to put on it, you know, sublimate on. But the best thing to do with these is a dark color, like black or very dark blue, dark brown, that type of thing. When you get into colors, you should use the white ones. And here's why. Here's some I did for a home brewing guy. And as you can see, yeah, the color, it does sublimate the color, but it doesn't show as well as it would on the white. So that's something to kind of keep in mind if you're going to be doing bottle openers and pub openers like this. These are very popular items too. They make great gifts. They're good at craft fairs and flea markets, and you can very easily personalize these to whatever. And I did make a couple for a guy that is a professional bartender, and he literally carries one of these on a retractable thing on his belt, and it gets used every day. I mean, he opens who knows how many bottles, and the sublimation that I put on it is not worn off. So that worked out real well. Key fobs. Here's one that's already been done. This has got a little starfish on it. Very popular too. You could put on this whatever you like. Tumblers. Here's one I've already done. It's also available in a glitter style, and this is a blank here. I haven't put anything on this one yet. And of course they come with a, grab that, straws. It's a stainless steel straw and a plastic straw as well. So another little nice item if you're wondering where to get tumblers, especially the glitter. Something to keep in mind when you're doing glitter tumblers is mind what colors you're using, because if you get too dark, that glitter isn't going to show up. So next item, of course, we've got koozies. That one's a little dusty from my table here. And these are available in different sizes, different styles. And koozies are always a popular item too, whether you're making them for gifts or you're looking for something to sell. These are nice, thick neoprene. They're not the really, really cheap, thin ones. So this is more of a quality type koozie than the really, really cheap ones. All right, coasters. This is a ceramic sublimation coaster, and there's a cork backing you put on these. And they're available in different shapes. There's a heart one here, here's a square one. We do a lot of these, but now that these are available to just directly sublimate onto and you don't have to mess around putting a coating on them, we're going to be switching to these. In the past, on the sublimation type coasters I've done, I've always used polyacrylic on them. Laminate works as well, however, kids will peel it off. I mean, if a kid sees a little edge on something, they're going to get in there and peel that off. The polyacrylic worked well, except it is subject to being scratched. I haven't really tried one of these out yet to see how well it would wear, but it's nice to have something already ready-made like this, and I don't have to mess around with little bump edges using regular ceramic tile. And of course, there's a cork back for these as well. License plates, you can customize license plates. Here's a blank. Here in Illinois, you have to have a license plate, state license plate on the front and the back, but a lot of states you only have to have them on the back, and in which case you can make a custom one for the front of the vehicle, or maybe you have a golf cart, you want to customize something on the back or that type of thing. So good place to get these blanks or well-made aluminum. Just something to remember before you sublimate onto these, there is a plastic coating on this that you need to peel off, because if you don't peel that off, your project is going to come out pretty nasty. I've made that mistake before on a couple things where I didn't get that plastic coating peeled off, and you pretty much ruin the project that way. So remember, peel that plastic coating off first. They also have an assortment of MDF blanks. These too have that plastic coating on them. Make sure you peel that thin plastic coating off first, or your project won't come out well. And they're available in different shapes and different quantities. And you got the 4-inch square, you got a 4-inch round, and you have a heart shape. And of course, they also have sublimation inks, and of course, sublimation paper. And we buy a lot of this because we go through quite a bit of it, and it's a quality paper. Yeah, it'll stick to some things, but so does INNOSUB and Texar print. You know, they say, oh, you know, Texar print won't stick to anything. Well, every once in a while it will. So, good, heavy, quality paper. Something good to use, and again, they do have ink. Something else they have that I don't have any here because it's not something we do is cell phone cases. If you want to customize cell phone cases, especially for the iPhone series, they've got just a huge assortment of different ones for that. So yes, this sounds a little bit like a commercial from INNOSUB, but as I said, they are sponsoring this. And everything you see here came from INNOSUB. Some of them are samples they sent me, this little pile right here. The other things I purchased, because especially these burlap coasters, the paper, the key fobs, we go through a lot of that stuff. So there'll be a link in the description to their website. Make sure you check out their website, check out their products. That's good stuff. And as I said with that backpack, I'm going to be doing a dedicated video to that coming up. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. Always helps the channel. I'm Roger in the loft above the shop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.